Where's the Queensland spirit now?
You're absolutely right, Berkey. Play that song because this is the start of your week, the start of something brand new. Not really brand new, just the OFD podcast. I'm Sauce.
I'm Berkey.
Mate, we absolutely had a blinder of a weekend, a blinder of a guest to kick things off on Thursday last week with Linny, and here we are a couple of days later.
Easter weekend for the shareholders.
Couple brain cells less after the last time you heard us, last time we spoke.
They hopefully the shareholders, they got an Easter egg, an Easter bunny, a bit of chocky.
I didn't have chocolate, I can assure you that, but I had plenty going in and out of me. Plenty.
You didn't get any Easter eggs over the weekend, pal?
Plenty. I like plenty. Plenty. Mate, no Easter eggs. I did have an Easter egg, a lint one. I stole it off someone. It was really good lint.
Do you like
the Easter bunny?
Do you like the cream in the Easter egg?
If you don't, I don't want to know ya. Like the gooey. Thick and mate.
The thick and gooey.
Yeah. That gets me going.
You like that in and around you. I got to say, prices of Easter eggs are getting out of control.
Yeah, I leave that to mum and dad. Or, people buy them for you. I'm not the buyer of an Easter egg. Couldn't tell you the last time I bought an Easter egg.
Really?
Don't think I have in my life.
Don't think I actually bought any this year. But, mate, they're not cheap.
No?
They're not cheap. And prices need to stay low and get low. Because Easter is a beautiful time of the year. Not that, what do they call it? Is it the resurrection of Jesus?
He was born on Christmas and then resurrected.
So look, you look like you resurrected on the weekend. You resurrected into the change room.
I resurrected a couple times. I was gone and then fucking rose.
Talk us through that because, look, from all reports and from everything I saw, you were up and about and you were fully invested in the Olympic City, which we love on OFD.
Mate, I couldn't tell you the last time I was able to go to a whole Broncos game from start to finish and enjoy it. And, mate, I was number one fucking satisfied customer in that grandstand watching that game, and then went underneath in the sheds.
How'd you get in there?
I threw Alf. Alf just is the fucking great guy, and there's a fella who looks after like the families and friends and stuff like that, and he I can't remember his name. Probably doesn't want me to say his name here, but he you get a wristband. You go through, get a wristband, and the family's sort of waiting in an area, and then they come through. And we got there just in time. It was just me and Ash.
So you don't get the wristband before the game. The game's finished.
Game's finished, and I thought I was on a high and thought, try my lucks. Alf didn't answer the call and then called back like a couple minutes later. He's probably still on the field getting.
Yeah, I was going to say because he wouldn't have his phone on him.
Mate, it would have been like 10, 15 after the game. We were sort of just sat there in the stadium, just finishing our drinks, and I was like, "Fuck, it'd be pretty good to go under." And then we got in and had a chat to a few of the players. Charlie Cameron was there.
Was he?
With some of his mates. Linny was there. We actually got in to go into the physical change room. So they've got like the change room for the players, and that where they have all their lockers and stuff. And then outside of that, is where like came out and did the team song where I filmed that.
Yeah.
And they have 2 team songs. I'll get to that in a sec.
No, please do.
So went in and I said to Alf, I am busting for a piss. And then Ash was as well. I was like, fuck, I hope it doesn't look sus. We're both just going to the toilet, and went in and saw one of the players walk out. Willison, I think it was, and then Linny came in, took a piss, and I was like, "This is too good." It was just fucking.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was like, "What are you doing, mate?"
Come on, mate.
Yeah,
I just spent an hour with you on the couch.
I don't need you anymore. Yeah,
you bad.
But I saw him at the Lions too.
Did you?
Yeah, at the Cricketers Club. Yeah,
fuck.
He rolled in, and So they do the 2 songs.
So what are they?
I don't know the second one, but I assume it's their like the original. So they
Right.
do the "We're the Broncos, the mighty Broncos." I think that only come out in the last couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, been around for a few years, but then what? They've got another
They've
one.
got like a good one, like a real good one.
Oh, you prefer the other one that we don't hear?
Yeah, because they swear in it, and I think that's why they wanted like a commercial friendly one that they can sing in front of like little kids and stuff.
Social media.
But they busted it out right after the We're the Broncos, and I'll tell you what, they gave it a bit more than the We're the Broncos, you know,
So what happens? It's just one song into the next,
just back to back.
back to back.
Yeah, and shit, there's some
And
golds
is there
flying.
so there's
Yeah.
sauce flying around.
Oh, not a hell of a lot. Like I just asked Lee and Lee Breers,
Yeah.
we've got to get him on.
Can
he
we?
said he's keen. Yeah.
You had a word to him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
good.
then, mate, I was talking to Kevy up in there was like a little food room. We went up there. They let us come up, and all the families and stuff were chilling up there. And I felt like I didn't deserve to be up there. It was quite weird. Like all the just, you know,
So what time did you get out at the Cauldron?
we were probably there for a good hour and a half.
And you're on
Just-
the gas in the change rooms?
Yeah. We had 2-3 beers probably in the change rooms, and then went up and talking to Alf. Paddy Carrigan had a good yarn to him.
Okay. Any chance of coming on the couch?
Oh, he was on Nova this morning.
Yeah.
Ash Lutz and Susie. Yeah,
Seen that.
mate, Kevy, like, you forget how good of a bloke Kevy is.
Yes.
I mean, I was talking to him, and he just had the time of day, and I was like, fucking.
You just
You're the
don't
coach
get
of,
that
you're the
in New
coach of
South
the,
Wales, do
No,
you?
you don't.
No.
Like, you're the coach of the Broncos, and you're talking to me. Like, and it was just a good talking about the team, and just he's probably heard it a million times, but he was like seemed interested, and I was like,
Was Wendell at the game or no?
I don't know. He wasn't in the sheds
He
or
wasn't
anything,
in the
but
sheds?
he might have been. You'd assume he would have been in the sheds. If he was at the game. He might not have been this one.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if he was at the game.
didn't
but,
he play well, Tristan?
Oh, we've got to find room for him in the 17.
But like I was saying, I don't mind Smoothie.
Don't
See,
mind.
that's the thing, dude.
He's a smooth sailor.
Oh,
You like that?
wait,
Wow, that's a combination
Yeah.
of the two.
wow.
But which one?
How long were you thinking of that?
No, that's straight off the cuff or cusp. But look, let's delve into the mighty Broncos because it's the 4X derby. It's probably, if not, it always lives up to the hype.
I forgot, like I said, that we were that good. I mean, like we've come off a few like not great performances where they weren't there, but my God, we looked good.
Don't tell me the diamond jerseys don't fucking put a little bit in your leg.
Something about Suncorp Friday night against the Cowboys, the diamond jersey, the rain.
The rain.
Apparently, we have an impeccable record in the rain
Wow.
compared to the Cowboys too.
And do you know why that is?
Why?
Adam Reynolds.
Oh, just putting
When-
up floaters.
Mate, when it's raining and you have one of the best kickers in the league,
Drinky didn't want to know about it.
just pull your pants down, Cowboys fans, because it's all over.
No, Drinky was running away from it in the end.
He was hating it.
Yeah.
He was dodging bombs.
It was almost like you could just see him shitting himself. Like he was shitting bricks every time Renault got
They
to
all
fit.
were. Tuolungi was no good out back either.
They reckon, who said it? Sailor, I think, after the game was like, to be fair, Renault's not their best bomb kicker. They reckon they got this kid, Cody Black, who's like 17, and Jock Madden. They reckon they kick better bombs, which I
Right.
find crazy.
But he was setting up floaters. I think that's where it was. But his short kicking game, when he hits a little low, it's a little chip and run using a 4-iron.
In the
Just
wet too, just
dart
skids.
it, skids it on. It's like
Yeah.
skidding it onto the green. But mate, they were outstanding. Katoni Starks finally found the white line, and our boy Corey Oates.
That Linny,
Chris Lynn.
if you've listened, shareholders, Chris Lynn.
The most
I mean-
outrageous thing I've heard to date. I asked Lenny, I said, give the shareholders the same game. And I don't think this guy had any idea what I was talking about. And he just throws out
Oatesy.
Corey Oates. And we're thinking, mate, Lenny, he's coming off the bench.
Is he going to play wing? Is he going to play second row?
When's he going to come on?
Don't know.
Little did we know, Lenny must have had a little feeler. And he just said, just follow me, boys. And Big Oatesy off a grubber from Reynolds, which looked like he was offside.
He did. He did
But
look
they
offside.
went
They
upstairs.
would've checked it.
They went upstairs, and it was a try.
Yeah, he. It looked like just an Oatsy special in the corner, but it was midfield. You know.
It was delicious. And
Yeah.
I mean, everything about that game was delicious. Giving the fucking Cows an absolute arse whooping, fantastic.
Yeah.
Because the 4X Derby is the pinnacle of rugby league.
It was such a good game.
Pinnacle.
I can't even describe how good of a game it was to witness.
And
Like,
the Rangers
the
added a bit
atmosphere,
of...
just like
Shout out to all the Queenslanders too.
45
How many
or
were in the
50 or something.
house?
45, 50?
Looked like 52,000 to me.
They say 45 is a sellout. It is 52,000 and a half.
Yeah.
But they say 45 is a sellout for a game like that because the corporates and the
Right.
tickets that are sold
Sold.
that people don't go to for obvious reasons and stuff. So they say anything 45 is basically a sell, which is awesome. And that makes me think 60,000 there would just be so simple
Yeah. Oh, it'd
when
be,
the Olympic City rolls around to
it'd
doing
be
that thing up.
It'd be light work, but Stevie Miles can fuck off. Mate, because if that was in New South Wales, and let's just hypothetically say it would be, you know,
Sydney Roosters versus
the
Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs,
Yeah.
and there was rain, those cowards down south
They'd
wouldn't
stay
have-
indoors.
They'd stay indoors, they'd have their fucking heaters on, and they wouldn't have the audacity to show up.
You'd be ordering a noodle box, not even Domino's. You'd be ordering a noodle box and just
Fucking shove your
Yeah.
noodle box straight where you got it.
Yeah.
But, mate, hell of a round of footy. That Panthers-Roosters game, I'll tell you one thing, shareholders. Doesn't matter who's in the jersey for the Panthers, system footy just wins. They just know that. And that young kids out there, I know you're listening. Mate, if you just do your role
Yeah.
and do your job and trust everyone around you,
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
Because Rob Schneider,
Rob
mate,
Schneider.
what's his name?
It's not Rob Schneider.
Is it not Rob Schneider?
That's an actor.
Someone Schneider.
Brad. Brad Schneider.
Hey,
Wait, hold on.
he was like,
Rob Schneider.
Rob
Rob Schneider was a woman.
mate, I tell you what, he looked like an actor out there
God.
because he looked too good to be true.
He's the
He
kid
honestly looked too good to be true.
Canberra got rid of.
Canberra guy.
And
yeah.
didn't he go play in the Super League for a bit?
Went to the Super League, played a bit of craft, and
Yeah.
mate, he's come back. Roosters fans, you should be appalled that you can't beat Panthers without Cleary.
Yeah.
That
Well,
obstruction rule
was a joke.
Now, fucking hell.
We've got to do something about it.
Graham Annesley, fair income.
Yeah. It's they were saying it's got to come it's black and white or comes down to interpretation. And-
Interpretation needs
yeah,
to be involved.
But you need someone that knows what they're doing.
Well, and they keep talking about this, that you want an ex-player, but I'm officially going to put my name in the hat. And
Well-
Graham Annesley, PVL, I am applying to you right now that I can give you from Thursday to Sunday my time, and I can sit in the bunker with those peanuts
Yeah.
and interpretate
Just teach 'em.
what the fuck you need to do, because it's so simple when
Yeah.
you click try and you click no try, but these morons in the bunker continue to click the wrong button.
Do you know what's crazy is they still have they are allowed to overturn things if it's like clearly or if it's like very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So like where does that come into it? Like Dylan Edwards, like seriously was not getting there. Even if he was, you know, the fast man, if he was Josh Adokar, he's not getting there.
He's
Josh
not getting
Adokar's
there.
not getting there.
Well,
You know?
this is what I always find extremely laughable. And I love the bunker just because, you know, we take
So
the
do
piss
I.
out of the bunker.
I like the bunker too.
But here's my thing with the bunker, right? So, hypothetically speaking, they award a try, right?
Yeah.
And it goes up to the bunker. Now, if you're in the bunker and you're not sure what to do, would you rather do the wrong thing and click no try and then put the blame on you, or do you just go ref's call? Because they've always got ref's call, and then
Well-
it puts all the attention away from the bunker because they just go on with the ref. Like, that's what I don't get about the bunker. They prefer to want everyone abuse them by
Yeah.
going against the opposite thing. If they just go with what the ref's call is, the attention's not on the bunker.
The ref's call is just a try then.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whereas it's been given a try, and the bunker,
Did they even review it?
yeah, went upstairs.
So
No, so try awarded.
Was the try awarded?
Try awarded.
But then
hang on a second. Let me pretend like I'm drawing a rectangle.
And then they reviewed it.
And then they review it, and then the bunker says, okay, actually, I'm going to go by the letter
So
of
that was reviewed.
That was reviewed.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? Why, if you're the bunker, just say ref's call, and you're not the one who's fucking the whole public wants to shoot.
Well, the ref's call was a try then.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
So there you go. Yeah, that's.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why does the bunker, why do they want to be, they want to be on the back page of the Courier Mail. Just go with the ref's call, and then everyone can blame the ref that made the call.
So I am asking because I was at the Lions.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. So that baffles me. I thought it went up as a no try.
No.
So the ref actually gave it, and then they reviewed. Wow.
Yeah,
okay, that puts a whole spin on it for me.
Correct.
Because that's some, like, the ref has given that a try, and it's not actually. It's so that's where it's like black and white though.
Well, and why?
And if the ref has seen it and gone,
and yes.
Oh man, I'm so on board with that. Actually.
But I just don't understand. If you're the bunker, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you get done stealing, right? Let's say you get done stealing, and you're with your mate, and your mate's the one that's stolen it. Okay, do you A, want to get involved, or do you just go, fuck my mate, and I'm just going to fucking, sit on the side and just say, yeah, whatever, he stole it.
Maybe who was with the bunker and the ref, were they mates? They boys? Because they could be best friends.
If there's Jim and Joe, I'm not sure who's in the bunker, but they're not looking after one another.
Was it Gavin Badger and his missus Casey? Gavin wasn't reffing, was he? And Casey was thinking,
I don't think you could have Gavin and Casey Badger working in the bunker together because they wouldn't be concentrating on the game.
Would imagine that if Gav was on the field.
Can you imagine if Gavin Casey had a crack in the bunker? Now that's got
what
me
type
thinking.
of crack?
Like the sort of crack.
What do you mean?
The sort of crack that's going to make you go 6 to midnight.
I've met Gavin Badger and Casey Badger, and they've come here a couple times after games, I think, around Magic.
Lovely
yeah,
folks.
nice people, yeah. Let them jump the queue.
That Dragons Manly game was an interesting one. Good to see the Red V win. I love when the Red V win and it's a sellout at Wynn Stadium. The Hills packed.
See, for me, that game, how Manly didn't win.
Wow. Dragons just wanted it more.
Yeah.
And that's
and the other game,
advantage.
the other game that pissed me off was the Raiders being up 18-0.
Oh, that's a joke.
Like pull your finger out. Ricky would have been blowing.
No, he was filthy.
I thought. See, I tipped both Manly and the Raiders, and both those games for me were just like, it's so unpredictable. Did you not? Seriously? Did you go Did you go Dragons?
I went Manly, and then I tipped
the Sharks,
and then I tipped the Sharks.
Like
as Sharks at Shark Park. I mean, I'll triple down on this one. If the Titans don't win the wooden spoon, what am I going to do for the shareholders?
They have to. They have to.
This is what I'm going to do for you because everyone knows I am shit scared of heights, okay?
Yeah.
I am shit scared of heights. And here we go. An announcement to the shareholders. If the Titans don't win the wooden spoon, I'm jumping out of an aeroplane.
You're going to bungee jump?
No.
Why did you ask me that the other day?
I'm going to jump out of an aeroplane if the Titans don't win the wooden spoon.
What's it called? Not bungee jump? Parachute.
Jump out of the plane.
Are we having a moment? It's parachuting.
What do you mean?
What's it called when you go?
You jump out of the plane.
Skydiving.
Yeah, skydiving.
You're not just going to jump out of a fucking plane.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it, and I'll try and land. But that's it, shareholders. I am so scared of heights, but I am that confident that the titties down the M1 are going to win the spoon, and I will jump out of the plane if they don't come last.
Who was
Clip that up.
Who was Manly playing the other week, and they were up
the Chooks
18 something as well, something similar. Maybe it's the other way. Anyway, yeah. I just, that Manly and the Raiders, like, it's just that classic, you can't tip them shit. Like, 1 week they're there, 1 week they're not. Like, you watch next week, I guarantee you the Sharks will lose and the Dragons will lose as well.
Well, they'll lose as well.
But the Raiders will win. You know, I think the Raiders are playing the Sharks.
this week.
Who are you tipping there?
Where's it at? If it's at the Capitol, I tip the Raiders. Cold weather.
So Manly's playing the Panthers. They've got no hope. The Raiders are playing the Eels. So I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The Sharks have the bye. But like
Sharks,
those
you
four
tip the
teams
Sharks.
just shit me to tears. They shit me to tears because you cannot
Tip 'em.
fucking tip them like the
it's a-
fucking
it's
the
a-
Eels against the Tigers, man. You know?
We're going to touch on the Eels and Tigers later because we got a special announcement about those two. But I got to quickly do my wrap with the AFL. You were there.
Yeah, mate.
You
I
went
was
to the
there.
AFL. The big,
You best believe it.
The big boy. He strapped his boots on. He went across the Riverside Expressway, shareholders, and he went to the Gabba.
Yeah. Got out in the traffic.
Good spectacle at the Gabba, was it?
Cricketers Club. Yeah. Got some tickets to that.
Not
And
bad. Not bad.
then sitting up. You know, that was my first ever Lions game.
I had a feeling that might be the
Yeah.
case. Good sport live, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't beat Suncorp. Every day of the week on
Yeah.
Sunday, I'll pick the fucking
Yeah, I know
the
you
Broncos. But first ever game I went to was the Catters versus Geelong down at MCG.
First AFL game at the Gabba for you, was it?
Yeah, first
Yeah,
Lions game. Yeah, they're in shambles.
They are in shambles, and they're in shambles. Now, do we want to go there?
They're Las Vegas stuff.
Do we want to go there?
Yeah. Well,
Well, let's go there.
what's your intel?
Well, I mean, it's intel that's flying around, and there's some wild rumours going around, okay? Some wild rumours. Now, I'm not going to get into, the he said, she said, because everyone knows I've got a mouth that's only going to get me in trouble. But let's just say...
It's all allegedly.
It's all allegedly, but there's...
Until you read the WhatsApp group.
Mate, these are guys that we probably want to get on the potty too.
Well, at the same
But
time,
all it is it looks like there was a bit of playing around. Let's just say they went in the jungle and they were snuggling.
well, what happens in Vegas hasn't stayed in Vegas, basically. The boy when you're on tour, what happens on tour stays on tour. Personally, not
Let's
for
just
me,
say
but
iCloud is
it's a terrible thing.
a terrible thing, and it's a terrible thing when the partners have access to iCloud.
See who leaked it?
Well, we can't say.
Can't we?
Well, I don't think we can.
Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
or-
I know. And
Well, what are you playing at,
we
bruh?
mentioned his name multiple times.
Okay.
But look, it's causing grief because the issue is what I'm hearing
Is they're playing like shit?
is they're playing like shit, and then that's magnified because what happens in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas. But I think another big thing is the fact that I believe a player is dating a teammate's sister.
Oh, right.
And might have been doing things in Vegas that shouldn't have,
That should have stayed in
that should have
Vegas,
stayed
not
in
on
Vegas.
iCloud.
That shouldn't have happened,
Yeah.
and so that's causing friction, and so be it. But when you're losing, this is what happens. At the end of the day,
Winning cures everything.
it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. You're playing professional sport. If you don't have a W at the end of the game, well, God bless your soul, because you have got the media coming. And when this shit right now, let's just say when the Wags team up, the Wags team up.
The Wags win. The Wags are undefeated when they're teamed up.
I know they say that you're coming in the jungle when the Lions are playing. Well, let's just say they're playing in two jungles right now. They got a fucking off-field drama 101 and on-field drama 102. So the Lions need a fucking win. And I'll tell you right now, they couldn't have picked a better side to fucking play to get a win because they're playing North Melbourne.
They're shocking, I know that
They're
too.
a seriously bad footy side now.
And they're not getting better for years. They're
This-
so bad that it's not funny, and they have been for a long time, haven't they?
They've been terrible. And let's just say that if you want to know what happens in Vegas should stay in Vegas, we're going to get a really good idea as to how bad things are at home.
Yeah.
If they don't beat North Melbourne,
Convincingly.
they might be staying at the Caco. No, they just need a win. I don't care if it's by half a point or a point. I know you can't win by half a point, you dickheads. But if they don't win by a point, they need a win.
It's win or bust
I know they've been using their old fellas. If you've got to kick the ball over the line with your old fella, well, so be it. Get that ball over the fucking white line and through the middle of the sticks. But it's ugly. It's ugly for the Lions. Hopefully they get back on track.
Can I just say, when I was at the game, they
hot pies.
Yeah, look, I didn't watch a hell of a lot of the game. I had a beer in my mouth half the time, couldn't see.
Yeah.
What I could see in the second... No, it wasn't the second quarter. That was when they started playing well, wasn't it? I don't think the Pies scored a goal in the second quarter.
Second quarter Lions were so hot.
Yeah, so
hot.
Must have been the first when we got there. So they can't kick straight.
Nah.
Like, they could not kick to the man. Like, there'd be open guys. It was just weird to watch. And like, you watched them last year, and like, it was just express. Yeah. Real slick, and it was just not pretty to watch. Like, it wasn't fun to watch.
Not at all.
Like,
I think Chris Fagan, he needs to get the whole... Not only does he need the whole change room in a meeting together, he needs the wags in a meeting. And I think maybe some group activity.
Like a couples retreat?
Well, yeah.
Like Fags' couple retreat?
Yeah, get a couples retreat going for the Lions, but maybe just some group love.
Just talk it out.
Like no keys in the bowl.
Just go sit in the
maybe
the inside 50 and just like have a little chat.
Yeah,
just sit down, a little kumbaya.
Yeah, hold each other's hands. Look each other in the eye.
And let it out.
Tell them how much they love each other.
Yeah. Only Fags could do that.
I mean, some it might be hard to keep a straight face, but
I hope the sister and stuff ain't there. That'd be tough.
I'd hate to be in that locker room because there's something happening at the Sydney Swans too.
Similar?
Yeah, a guy by the name of Sam Wicks has done something with a teammate's ex.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going on in the great game of AFL.
He's done the old Tamare Martin with Trent Merrin's missus. Sally Fitz.
Allegedly.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
No, that's not allegedly. That's a well-known story.
I'm throwing allegedly in front of the Sam Wicks thing.
Yeah. Well, you know about that?
Yeah.
So he's Tamare. He's done a Tamare. A Tamare Merrin. That's why he went to the Cowboys.
Oh my God. I know full well.
Wait, Tamare's a Bronco. He's an ex-Bronco.
Yeah, he's an ex-Bronco.
Fuck, I loved him when he was at the Bronx.
He played good footy.
Played great footy.
Now, the mighty Hawkies, my Hawkies, they went down in another Easter blockbuster. Game got called off for half an hour, Saucy. Not sure if you know that.
No.
Bit of lightning above the G.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes off. Now, my boy Jack Ginnivan, okay? Now, he had this issue with Collingwood, and he's having this issue in the Poos and Wees, and it hurts my soul because if he gets tackled high, it's a free kick. But he keeps getting tackled high, and they're not paying it. It's a fucking disgrace.
So So
he's got a reputation where he ducks into tackles.
Yeah.
And so now the umpires have decided that they're going to put their whistle away. And every time they coat hanger my boy Jackie boy, he doesn't get a free kick. Well, guess what? I've had enough.
Well, if that's how you're going to play.
But sometimes it's a free kick.
What if he got knocked out?
Yeah, well, they still probably wouldn't pay it.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, that's it. Port Adelaide went down. They were playing good footy, lost to the D's. Bombers, Saints, well, that was just a stock standard bludger. Freo. Geez, Freo were looking good, Saucy. The purple in the West.
Yeah.
We had a shareholder that declared to us that the Crows were going to win, and I know you're listening there, you out there, Biggie. He told me Crows were the best upset of the round. Well, once again, he was wrong. So keep your fucking shit mailed.
He's given me some good tips.
He has been good lately, the big
He's
fella.
a bit of an AFL insider.
He is. He is.
Shout out to I actually saw him at the Lions game. Doxy, Benny Doxy,
big
good
dogger.
shareholder. He wants to do a segment.
Yeah, what's his segment? He's hit me up about that too.
Oh, what was it? Doxy's
fucking
horse. Something.
Yeah, he wants a little bit of mail, does he?
Yeah, he reckons he's got some. So
yeah, no, he does.
We got to see what you need to do a trial first.
Yeah,
Docs.
come on, Dogger. I know you're listening, big fella. I mean,
what did he call it?
You do play for the Phil, so I'll take that with a grain of salt.
Remember we played TRL with Docs?
He was
He can move.
Him and
Kid can move.
Dingo, they were like
Yeah.
two peas in a pot. It was like having two Piggy
The dingo-
Riddells
the
running
dingo.
around.
The dingo wiggle.
But they did all right. Speaking of footy, we are red.
Yeah, mate.
What's
They'd be.
happening?
Firstly, I'd like to say that they just. I don't know what to say. They're just disappointed.
Yeah,
I reckon.
that's a game that we really wanted
Yeah.
to chalk up against the
Mate,
Capitals.
I need to be careful what I say because poor Lawson.
What's Lawso done?
Lawson hit the post.
Not
in
for
a
the win.
Conversion.
No.
So-
Lawso, you need to sit on the couch with
Yeah,
us,
we need to
mate.
get Lawson on because I knocked him in the trials when they lost
Oh,
by a point or two to the
shit,
Force,
Saucy.
and he heard it.
He did.
He heard it,
listens,
and
mate.
and I said something to him, and he goes, "Mate, I hit the post again. Did you see?" And I was like, "I'm pretty sure everyone saw it, bruh." Like, and he came on in the last like 10 minutes when they scored. But mate, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about that because I reckon they'd be fucking
they'd
filthy
be
to lose
fucking livid.
Yeah. Was it-
Absolutely livid.
that. Likewise with when they played the Force.
Nah, that's
Like
two on the
and I
try.
called it. I said they're going to win. They're going to beat the Force. They're going to beat the Brumbies. They got the bye this week, and then they play the Moana Pacifica. They got to beat the Pacifica. I'll tell you what, if any chance.
And by plenty too.
Yeah.
I don't want to win by a point. I want a few tries.
But
on Pacifica.
I got to say, they're not going anywhere. I don't think they're gonna have a serious crack deep into the season. I think.
Mate, they're going to
I
show
think,
up.
yeah.
They're going to show up. So, Fraser McRide, the big fella,
Yeah, I had slipped him a little DM. He's keen.
he's coming
Get
on.
you on, Phrase.
Shareholders, he's a back-to-back player of the round.
We don't necessarily need to get him on because he's already playing that good.
He's playing that good, but I just
Yeah.
think if he sits on the couch with us,
He goes to another level.
but he's going to bring that juju back to Ballymore, and that's probably what
Yeah.
they need.
Yeah.
They need that OFD flavour.
Yeah.
And we'll give him a slap on the ass. We might have to pack a scrum with him, and
We should make him wear his headgear.
fucking oath, we'll all wear a headgear.
Should we? Yeah, let's do that.
And Lawso, we'll take you down to Ballymore, and I'll do a kick-off with you. I love you, big fella.
We love Awesome.
But mate, that's a tough loss. Pick yourselves up, boys, and go again.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. I think they will.
Oh,
I think
they'll
definitely
go
will.
again. Now, the Elite March Madness is on, and this woman that I'm about to talk about, she is a former Legend of the Week. So she sits in high praise, but her performance today, shareholders, Caitlin Clark from Iowa, holy guacamole, she is the female version of Steph Curry and son.
Will you go as far as to say she'll be the best,
She's
maybe
on
best
the
athlete,
trajectory.
best athlete, woman athlete of all time?
She's in the reign of being potentially the best WNBA player of all time
Yeah.
because she's the best collegiate female basketball player of all time. She just put up against LSU, and let me read you out these numbers, shareholders, because these are numbers that I used to do back in grade 8 for Mighty Grammar. 41 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists, and fucking 9 threes from the logo, from deep sources.
She shoots them fucking
Mate,
deep.
from deep.
Bang. Bang goes Clark.
It's Caitlin Clark.
So
Bang. Oh,
Okay,
you'd love Breeny
Now-
Breeny to fucking say her name.
so why can't she play in the NBA? Because a lot of people are saying it.
Well, do you know what? And now this is an interesting stat that I wanted to bring to you, Shell.
I don't want to see a female get murdered, but
So,
bro, her coming up against Draymond Green or something?
oh no, she's not playing. She's not playing.
Why
male.
are people calling it?
No, she's not playing.
Like-
But this is something that I want you to think about, Saucy, and I want you to picture that you're Caitlin Clark here right now,
Yeah.
okay? So this is your last year of college basketball. Next year, you're going to the NBA, WNBA. Now, are you familiar with the big 3-on-3 basketball over in the States that Ice Cube did?
Yeah.
So the first year's salary
Well
for
versed.
women's basketball is $76,000, right?
Oh, what?
Now, my boy Ice Cube from Oakland,
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ring a ding ding, it's motherfucking Ice Cube.
Yeah.
He has offered Caitlin Clark $5 million to come play in the 3-on-3 comp.
I heard about this actually.
So, what do we do?
I'd go WNBA because the endorsement she'd get from it WNBA would be huge outside of the salary, and surely she's getting more than 76K.
Well, you'd like to think so. Now, the highest salary in the WNBA history is $242,000.
Tell you what, there's a wage gap in that.
Well, it all comes from revenue
Yeah,
and all
that's
of that
true. Yeah,
jazz.
yeah.
But it's
No, that's true,
Like,
yeah.
you think about it, do you just play one season? Like, I get it. WNBA, that's like, she doesn't need to be playing fucking pickup basketball 3-on-3. But $5 million versus $76,000.
Could she do both?
No, not both.
Yeah, I guess it's like a Super League type thing, you know?
So what do you do? So you go to WNBA because you're going to live off endorsements.
I'd do what I'd be passionate about, and I'd be, you know, yeah, you're right. She doesn't want to be playing 3-on-3.
She doesn't want
She'd just be
to play.
shooting threes all the time, like just popping up.
Yeah,
Like,
well-
be an easy lifestyle.
It'd be easy. It'd be a quick $5 million.
Yeah,
Quick $5 million. But isn't that interesting?
yeah, it is. Yeah, mate, that's crazy. 72,000, 76. Was it 76?
$76,000
Jesus.
for a first year WNBA
She,
player.
the amount of money she'd be making off.
To put that into context, the minimum wage for an NBA player, $1.1 million.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, it's off in. It's off how much
but Kate-
reach they give, and
She's changing the game. She's changing, like, the viewership is just out of control. So watch if you haven't watched her, shareholders, don't be afraid. I know netball might be boring as batshit, but mate, I tell you what, Caitlin Clark from Deep ain't bad.
Yeah.
And I actually have watched a bit of netball.
I like
too.
netball.
Just fucking.
We got Rubes. We got Rubes on our side, bruh.
Yeah, well, that's true. Go the
Ruby.
Firebirds.
Go to
Firebirds.
Firebirds.
Go the Firebirds. Should I do my the segment? Actually, no. I want to quickly talk about something historical
Yep.
because I love history,
So do I.
modern or ancient history. Both very fond of them. Shareholders, if you ever need a little bit of assessment work back in my work back in the day, happy to give it to you. Something ginormous, something gigantic, something that people thought would never happen in the world happened. It's to do with sponsorship, okay? Now, it's to do with two of the most recognisable sports brands
Yes.
in the sporting sphere, right? That is.
Well, it's only sports.
It is only sports, that's right. But, you know, this day and age, like, we're trying to get TaylorMade to come up with lingerie, but that's a whole nother story. Now, what occurred during the week was quite amazing. Now, you know when you think about teams and they've got a brand, like, they're just, you can't picture that team without that brand.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay? The German football team, the National Football League, auf Deutsch, Deutsche,
The Deutschens.
the Deutsches. Hallo, mein Name ist 1, 2, 3. Now, they've been sponsored by Adidas for 77 fucking years. 77 years.
Keep talking for us, buddy.
And those blokes from Germany are now taking their talents to the swoosh, to Nike. That's a goddamn disgrace. Is it? Is it not?
Well, Adidas is German. They are a German company. It'd be like, you know, the Caxton and Forex having a breakup.
It'd be
you know?
exactly like that.
It'd be like,
Could you imagine having a Caxton sign with a VB beside it? Or a Tui's New?
be on Queenslanderish.
It'd be a fucking outrage is what it'd be.
Yeah.
Now,
Look, we love our VB and we love our.
we love them
By the way,
both.
Tui's is made and brewed by Lion, so it is a New South Wales beer, but it is made by at the brewery down the road. What else would it be like? It'd be like the Broncos like divorcing and going and playing at the Gabba or something.
it's the biggest betrayal in sporting history, I'm going to say. It would be like the Michael Jordan brand leaving Nike.
What, you reckon it's on that level?
It is 100% on that level.
For Germans, it's probably a bit of a thing because
It's for the world.
Adidas is a German born and bred company.
Born and bred, baby.
Do you say Adidas or Adidas?
I say Adidas.
What do I say? Adidas? Adidas?
Well, I don't know. You're the one saying it. Just say it.
Fun fact.
Say it like
Adidas,
you mean it.
Adidas. But I used to say Adidas, and then I'd get fucking G'd up, and people would say otherwise. Fun fact. Do you remember that the Australian boot, rugby boot, Nomus?
Nomus.
Do you remember it?
No, I don't know.
You would have probably seen a few pairs, or maybe even had a pair.
Yeah,
I guess you'd remember it.
Nah, yeah.
The guy that made the famous Adidas Predator boot, his name is Simon, right?
Simo. Okay.
Nomus was a boot that he created, Simon spelt backwards, and he brought it out to Australia, and then it went under. But I was just going to say, do you remember that boot?
No.
Because I used to love him. It was the best boot ever. He'd make it with like kangaroo leather or some shit.
Yeah, okay. No, I didn't. I remember.
But he made, or was a very, very strong part of making that Predator, the famous black and red Predator boot. Yeah.
Okay. I had X-Blades back in the day.
See, yeah, what, they're $60 from Rebel?
Oh, they give me $100.
They were shit out.
It's because Benji Marshall wore them, I think. They were the blue ones. But that is an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Like, especially when it's like Holden manufacturing outside of Australia.
Yeah, well, they've given up, haven't they?
Well, they've given up. They've
it'd be
gone
like Ford
soft.
going out of Detroit.
There you go. Can we keep going?
It'd be, you know what it'd be like? It'd be the mighty Queensland Maroons, like literally not having Forex as a sponsor.
There you go.
That is what that would be like for me.
Very close to it.
And you know why they just still, like, New South Wales don't get it? Remember when they had the VB thing on their jersey in the Paul Gallen era? I just remembered that for some reason.
I didn't. What I hate
The
about New
VB,
South
the
Wales
Victorian bitter New South Wales Blues.
is how they have on their caps and everything the big Westpac fucking logo on the front of their...
On the front, yeah.
Like, mate, put your emblem there, you morons.
You can't get better than that.
There you go, it's right above me.
Yeah.
But $100 million, shareholders, is what it cost. 100 million euros, is what it cost Nike to take over the apparel sponsorship of the German national soccer team.
Be 170 mil.
Adidas was only paying 50. Now, this kicks off in 2027. So embrace this historical Germany and Adidas sponsorship for the next 3 years. Because I got to say, and this is my disclaimer, I love Nike.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Do you know what I mean? So I've got nothing against it. It's just
that's why you got Reeboks on.
Some things are just meant to be.
Yeah.
And Adidas and the German national football team.
Iconic.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
And it should stay that way. And if Adidas has got to fucking put more money up against, or actually, the Germany needs to grow a sack, the national team, and realise, like, fucking, do I need it? Just tells you money talks.
Money does talk.
And Caitlin Clark still might play in the big three with old Ice Cube. Yeah. But she won't do that. But anyway, that was my rant. That was my little Berkey's fucking... Well... Berkey's added up to here. Because I actually don't give a shit about soccer too. So
I love it. I don't know how the Raw going. Should we go to the Raw update?
Is that over? Is that stupid soccer league over?
The boys won.
And who the hell were the Raw? Who's got the nerve to be the apparel sponsor of the Raw?
Don't know, but they're 8th. The boys aren't doing great.
Of course they're 8th.
They're not doing great at all. Don't know who their sponsor is. I don't really care, but I hope they start winning some games.
It's probably fucking Lowe's.
They've lost their last 2 games.
Or Crazy Clark.
I think. Mate, I want to preface this by saying Benji Marshall wearing X-Blades. Fuck Benji Marshall and fuck the West Tigers.
Hang on. I know,
I'm not on. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
You come at the West Tigers, you come at me.
I hate them. Like, I hate them more now. I hate them more.
Go the Tigers.
I hate them.
Well, guess what? Just because of that, ring-a-ding-dig. You know who my legend of the week is, shareholders?
Yeah,
it's the mighty West Tigers, baby.
We know, bruh.
Hallelujah to the West Tigers, because for the first time since round 3 in 2020, they are going to finish the round with more wins than losses.
That says something about him.
4 years the faithful have been waiting to have more wins than losses, and guess what? It might not last long, but people from Leichhardt, people from Campbelltown, and people from around the world, if you're a West Tigers fan, soak it up. Because here at Brisbane Broncos, that's what we do all day, baby.
We win. We know what winning is.
Shout out, and that 5'8", what's his name?
Lockie Galvin. Yeah,
Galvin.
kid can play.
Let's give him a bit of soup because shit, he's not bad.
Give him a bit of soup.
Give him a bit of soup because he's a handy little footy player.
I'll tell you what. I'll be putting a fair bit of money on the Dolphins to beat the Tigers this weekend up in at Suncorp, actually.
At Suncorp.
On Saturday, yeah.
Benji versus Wayne.
Yeah, the fucking... The Wizard Wayne will win that.
Oh, you'd like to... Don't, mate, I'll tell you what, and I'm going to... Appy Coruscant.
He's the best hooker in the game.
If he's not playing for New South Wales
starting.
at 9...
Yeah, he has to.
New South Wales...
You take him out of that team and they don't win that game.
Oh,
he played exceptionally well.
He's a good young footy player.
He is one of my favourite players in the comp. He's like, when you watch a guy... Like, he was Cam Smith, like, the way that he just... Their defence as well, like, I've got to give it to them. Their defence was unbelievable.
Give him the cheese they deserve.
I don't know if it just says the Eels suck or not, but...
I'll tell you what, Manly's not a bad price against the Panthers.
I'll be tipping Panthers. Manly have a good record against the Panthers, though.
You got to think at 4 points. What's that? Saturday Arvo at 4 points. I tell you, shareholders, there's a little bit in that.
Yeah, there is a bit in
There's a little bit in that.
Yeah.
Who have we got? Oh, we've got the Storm
on Thursday. We're winning that because last time we beat them, it was 26-0.
Holy shit. We are $2.85.
Is Munster back?
Munster's back, but I think his groin's in a bad way.
I reckon he's got a bit of a mud belly.
Jeez, I tell you what, we look so sharp.
Yeah.
We looked Tristan Saylor. I mean, I don't really see a difference between him and Walsh.
Do you know what I find crazy is how they're not playing
Crunch to 285.
Suafalo in the Storm side. Like, Pappy's there full about it. Pappy's Pappy, but how they haven't got a spot for that Falongo is crazy to me.
Geez, there's some value this week, Saucy.
Yeah, we'll put something together.
We'll put something together
every week.
I tell you what, shouters, we played golf on Wednesday at Royal Pines, and we played some absolutely stellar 4-ball Ambros.
Yeah.
And thank God we didn't send you our 3-legger that we put on because we got fucking done.
Oh, it was heartbreak. It was
at Randwick on the Kenzo.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it was frustrating.
Yeah, the old two-legger into the third and then just died.
But it's championships at Royal Randwick over the next 2 weeks, Saucy, and so this is the pinnacle of the autumn carnival.
Yeah.
And you know I'm going to give you that fucking cash.
Yeah,
stay tuned.
Yeah. How'd you like my drive on Wednesday?
I tell you what, shareholders, a man knows his slice. He aims this thing 20 metres to the left and it somehow lands on the fairway.
Yeah, that's not exaggerating either.
No, that isn't exaggerating. Yeah. I get scared.
I can't hit straight when I drive it. It's something strange. And then I sort of fixed it up at the end, but I didn't. Then I'd be hitting left.
Then you'd be hitting left. And hey, credit to the other bloke that we were playing with, Tommy Lane. Mate, I don't know how you do it, but this bloke hits the ball directly right off the tee. Every time. It either goes fully right or it's like a fucking 9-iron and goes 20 metres in the air up and plants 5 metres.
I don't know how he did it.
He owed that many beers because he couldn't drive past the ladies' tee.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, if you're listening, big fella. And Tony Shaw, great man, the great Tony Shaw. Yeah. We linked up with him. He was out at Royal Pines. Might try and get him on. Got a great photo that I might put up as a bit of happy hump day energy.
Oh, I got one at Kevy, so why don't we do that?
Oh, there you go.
Just Legends Day.
Legends Day.
Wednesday.
Two captains.
Yeah. Two great captains, by the way.
2 great captains of 2 codes. I think that's us.
Yeah, mate.
That's fantastic.
Who was Knob?
Oh, sorry. Holy
tomorrow.
Who is our knob of the week? I'll tell you who our knob of the week is, okay? And it's an interesting one because I don't like to go there, but I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
Okay? It's Gabriel Medina.
Gabriel Medina.
Gabriel Medina. Now, they're surfing at Bell's
Yeah,
Beach.
right. Okay, yeah.
Now, he spat the dummy.
Gabe.
Gabe, the Brazilian. He spat the dummy about the judging, that the surf judging isn't right because he's not winning. Hey, brother, cop it on the fucking chin. You've won. You've got your glory. You've won your things. If you're not surfing and you're not ripping up the surf,
Just hang 10, bruh.
bruh, if you're not in the fucking green room, you ain't getting 10s.
Yeah.
So cut your whinge, and he spat the dummy. It wasn't pretty to watch.
Does Mick Fanning whinge? No.
No.
Mick Fanning just makes fucking beers and bolters and chills
and
out.
fucking tackles sharks.
Yeah.
You see him complaining about the judge about a shark being in his way?
I don't.
I didn't.
Never have I seen that.
Not today. Not up in here.
It's because his name's Gabe.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Gabes out there except Gabriel Medina. though.
Yeah. And, mate, Gabe, just surf better.
Yeah.
Like, if there's a lip, fucking smack it.
Well, up here.
You know what
Jump
I
in.
mean? So, shout out to Gabe. You're my knob of the week. Good luck to all surfers.
Yeah.
Swim between the flags.
Unless you surf and swim outside, be careful of those young kids
That's right.
in between the flags.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's call
Can you
it.
surf?
Yeah, I
No,
can go.
I know you
Mate,
can't.
No, I can. You
Mate,
watched.
just quickly-
You watched me surf, and I wasn't bad.
Do you remember when I fell over that
And hit the
and
bird.
hit the chick?
That poor woman.
Oh, I can't surf to save myself.
If
and
you're
I,
listening.
Yeah, I fucking just quickly, that was funny. I hit her in the back with
You got her
the tip
clean.
of the board, and she's carried on like
Oh.
like a spare. And I've gone, I'm so sorry, like I didn't mean that. Oh, my back. Like it was like the equivalent of just like a little, like,
Just a little toe tap. Yeah.
Oh, you've got my back. Fuck. Out at Greenmount. Or D-Bar.
Nah, D-bar.
D-Bar.
Fuck, she
Jesus
was pumping
Christ.
a D-bar.
No, I got a problem with her. Remember she would ride into the wave and not get it on every
Oh.
wave? And it would make you not try and catch the wave?
Yeah, she was dropping in.
Yeah. Didn't drop in, but
No,
she'd
'cause
pull
she-
up like she got scared.
She didn't want to drop on those 10-foot bombs.
Yeah, it's a bit of karma maybe that I had no idea what I was
If
doing. and
anyone
just
wants to go for a surf with me, call me.
shit whipped into her back. Yeah.
Call me, I'll surf.
Yeah. Anyway, shareholders, that's been us. Episode 38, my man.
We're getting on. We're
Yeah.
close to the half century.
Yeah, bruh. Good things come to
And
those who wait.
Fraser's on next week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Touch wood.
Yeah.
Ring
Thanks,
it in, ding,
shareholders.
shareholders. Go the Bronx.
Queen that spirit now.